Hello students. Now today we are going to discuss about the types of culture based on explant. We have previously studied that the explant is the part of plant which is cultured, which may be root, which may be stem, which may be embryo, which may be ovule, which may be endosperm, which may be any meristematic tissue. So on the behalf of this, depending upon the plant part used as explant, plant tissue culture technique are of many types. Few of them we will discuss here. First is meristematic culture. Meristematic, or you can say shoot tip culture, as meristematic tissues are present at the shoot tips. We use the meristematic culture refers to the regeneration of whole plant from tissues of an actively dividing plant part such as stem tip, root tip or axillary bud wherever the meristematic tissue is present. Generally, shoot apical meristem is used for regeneration. This technique is used for basically vegetatively propagated crops such as sugarcane, potato, banana and several fruit trees and timber species. It is feasible there. And when we discuss about the nutrient medium, then the basically in vitro condition we provide the mushroom and scoop medium, and this meristematic shoot tips are considered there for the growth, and basic techniques whatever required we have discussed previously. It has lots of application. It is used in the micro propagation, that is the mass production of progeny through tissue culture, that is the micro propagation of varieties of plants like banana, strawberry, citrus and some timber trees, rather than virus free plant, or you can say disease free plants can be obtained through this technique, because meristematic cells are almost free from virus even in the virus infected plant. It is also useful in the germ plants conservation or storage of genetic resources. The germ plants can be conserved in the form of meristems at minus 196 degrees centigrade for long term storage in the liquid nitrogen, that is also called cryopreservation. Next is the embryo. We discuss the embryo culture. When we talk about the embryo culture, embryo regeneration of whole plant from an embryo in the culture medium is called embryo culture. This technique is used to make distanced crosses successful. Those crosses which are not possible in nature, there we can use the technique that is called embryo culture. The embryo in distant cross is removed before abortion and cultured in nutrient medium. This technique has been used to make interspecific hybridization successful in Trifolium lycopersicon, and it is also useful in intergeneric crosses and are made in Podium, Triticum and Aegiolops, etc. When we talk about the application of embryo culture, it is useful in making distant crosses, interspecific or intergenic, and it is also useful in obtaining haploid plants from interspecific and intergeneric crosses. In orchid seeds, they lack stored food and unable to propagate. Embryo culture is useful in getting seedlings in such species where useful in orchid breeding. In some plant species, seeds have long dormancy period, that is up to 2 years. In those cases, we exercise the embryo and we can get seedlings from them immediately by embryo culture. Thus embryo culture is effective in breaking seed dormancy. Next culture we will discuss here the anther culture. Anther and pollen culture is the regeneration of whole plant from anther or pollen in the culture medium, and it is called anther or pollen culture. It is useful in the development of haploid plants of wheat, barley, rice, which is important in plant breeding experiments. And by doubling the chromosome number of haploids, we can get homozygous diploid plants. we can also talk about the ovule culture and flower culture, endosperm culture. When we talk about the ovule culture, regeneration of whole plant from the ovule in the nutrient medium is called ovule culture, which is also known as ovary culture. These types of ovules may be unfertilized or fertilized. They are useful in obtaining the generation of variability, development of haploids, embryo rescue, and somatic hybridization, and a selection for disease resistance varieties. These are the applications, and sometimes we use the cell culture where single cell can be cultured on in vitro condition on suitable nutrient medium. This is called this is callus culture and somatic embryogenesis we can discuss here. Callus is basically an unorganized mass of cells formed by cultured cells or tissue on an agar medium. It is called callus. Callus can develop somatic embryos through which we can develop whole plant. This is called callus culture, and sometimes we culture single cells. Single cells can be cultured on a suitable nutrient medium, and another culture is the cell suspension culture, in which the single cells are cultured on a liquid medium and agitated in agitator, and there after culturing them we can obtain the callus, and they are also important in various fields. Suspension culture can be used to study significant events about cell physiology. They can be useful in production of secondary metabolites and also helpful in the produce the mutant cells clones by mutagenesis, from which mutant plants can be regenerated. In this way, we have discussed different types of culture based on the X plants here. Thank you.